Warren here from Umpire-Empire. Want to talk to you about today's quick tip, good, strong mechanics. Before I get too deep into the nuts and bolts of the topic of having sharp mechanics, I want to give you some background and tell you a little bit of a story. So let's take the Wayback Machine maybe 5 or more years ago. We'll leave it at 5. But a member of our website was doing a game in my area. We'd gotten in touch with each other and he let me know he was coming to my area and he had a game at a certain stadium. So I made just like with any member that I know is coming to our area, I'm going to make an effort to go see him. So I'm at the game, and something that stood out for him from the very beginning was how sharp his mechanics were. He was working first base, and from first inning to the ninth inning, even on the most routine plays, those little ground balls where the batter runner is out by a mile and isn't even running because he knows he's out by a mile, he's out there giving awesome mechanics. And I really took note of that. And like I said, it happened from inning 1 to inning 9. So after the game, I go back to the locker room with him and we're chit-chatting, and I bring up, hey, you had some awesome mechanics, even on routine plays. Tell me a little bit about that. And he said, look, every play in baseball deserves a call. That's why we're out there as umpires. He said, so I'm going to give it the best call I can. And that really stood out to me. So that's our job as umpires, to make these calls. So that's what they're paying us to do. Let's do that. So let's talk a little bit more about having good, crisp mechanics. So I just want to take a few minutes to do some demonstrations. Not that I have the world's best mechanics, but you'll get the point of it either way. So one thing even this person was doing on routine plays, he was coming up giving a nice strong out signal no matter what. I noticed the next day when he was behind the plate, his putting the ball in play very authoritatively each and every time. His safe calls were nice, crisp, and sharp each and every time. And it really stood out to me, even as an observer of umpires, how strong these mechanics were. Next day, I'm working with somebody and I see out calls like this. And I see safe calls that are like this. Look at the difference between those calls. If you go out there and give each and every call a nice, crisp, strong mechanic, we're not talking about overselling a call, but your routine play, give it a good, nice out. You don't even have to verbalize, or a nice, crisp, safe. That's all you have to do. Put the ball in play with authority. Use strong, crisp mechanics. It makes you look good as an umpire, and it builds your authority and builds your respect